everybody. I'm Ann Edenfield-Sweet, Executive Director and founder of Wings for Life International, and we are so excited tonight. Actually, we're talking about a strange topic here. It's going to be grief in the holidays, but we have an extraordinary speaker that's going to be with us tonight, and she's going to throw in a lot of humor. She is wonderful and likes to... We're talking about death and dying, but there is a lot of humor involved too. So we're going to get that. But first of all, Gail Rubin is what's called a certified therontologist. That was a new term for me, and a doyen of death. She is a pioneering death educator who uses humor, funny film clips, and outside-the-box activities to teach about end-of-life topics. She's an award-winning speaker. She knocked him dead at TEDx in 2015, and she's the author of 3 books on the end-of-life issues. She's written A Good Goodbye, Funeral Planning for Those Who Don't Plan to Die, and Kicking the Bucket List, 100 downsizing and organizing things to do before you do die. She's also an informed advocate for planning ahead, a certified funeral celebrant, and the coordinator of the Before I Die New Mexico Festival. And she was Albuquerque Business First, recognized her as one of their 2019 Women of Influence. You could download a free 50-point executor's checklist from her website at www.agoodgoodbye.com. And I know that'll probably be part of her PowerPoint, so you'll be able to write that down later. I have been blessed to be able to watch a lot of the videos that she's done. She is funny, she is right on, she is fabulous, and I'm thrilled she's here with us tonight. I will share that we were supposed to have Mia Mendoza from the Children's Grief Center with us tonight. And thank heaven she's okay, but she was in a very bad car accident, and she is currently at the urgent care center right now. So within a 3-hour notice, Gail has come into our studios to be with us tonight to be able to share her expertise. So I'm thrilled to welcome Gail Rubin.
Thank you, Ann. Well, Merry COVID Christmas to us all. We are losing our connections in person with so many people and loved ones this year, and grief at the holidays is always a concern. And we live in an era when sadness is generally avoided at great cost to our emotional well-being and our psyches. You know, even though death and loss and separation, which we are experiencing in droves during this year 2020, here we are in December, it's only going to get worse. And we need to be able to face this and be strong in our foundations about how we deal with grief and loss and separation during the holidays. Now, of course, there are lots of great tips that your previous speaker was going to provide for surviving the holidays. And you will be getting these 64 tips, and they are great tips. So you will have some good how-to tips to handle this coming and made available to you. What I would like to present to you today is lessons on grief and mourning as illustrated by cartoons, to actually give you a thanatology, that's the study of death, dying, and bereavement, grounding in why we avoid sadness. We find that sadness and anger, we look at them like they're negative emotions. However, sadness and anger are part of what makes us humans. There was a TED Talk in 2017 by a psychologist named Susan David, and she explains why it's a good idea to embrace these so-called negative emotions. She did a survey of more than 70,000 people, And she found that a third of us either judge ourselves for having so-called bad emotions like sadness and anger and grief, or we actively try to push aside those feelings. And in her TED Talk, she said, only dead people never get stressed, never get broken hearts, never experience the disappointment that comes with failure. Tough emotions are part of our contract with life. You don't get to have a meaningful career or raise a family or leave the world a better place without stress and discomfort. Discomfort is the price of admission to a meaningful life. So how can we embrace these discomforting emotions? Cartoons actually offer us an opportunity to open up to those tough emotions. And the movie Inside Out from Walt Disney, Disney's Pixar films, is a great way to understand the emotions that we hold inside, the positive and the negative, and how we can make the most of our emotional makeup. Now, I do want to let you know before we get started, I have a license to show you these films. You may have seen the anti-piracy warning on the front of DVDs, which says you'll be fined $250,000 and thrown into jail for 5 years if you use these movies other than on your DVD. But I have a license. I will not be fined or thrown into jail, and neither will you. So Inside Out was a wonderful movie that came out in 2015, and it introduces us to the 5 key emotions that power almost all of our actions. They are joy, sadness, fear, disgust, and anger. And if you can see my screen, those are the little characters on the screen that we will be talking about. Now, we do actually feel a wider range of emotions, but the filmmakers had it kind of limited to a manageable group. And this approach to our emotional makeup is based on science, the work of 2 University of California psychology professors, Dr. Keltner and Paul Ekman. And these 5 emotions are embodied as these colorful characters in the mind of an 11-year-old girl named Riley. And they work inside what's called headquarters, inside her head. Now, at the very beginning of the film, we see the roles that each emotion plays in this young girl's development. So let's meet Riley and Riley's emotions in headquarters.
Do you ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head? Well, I know. I know Riley's head. And there she was. Hello, Riley.
Oh, look at you. Aren't you a little bundle of joy? Aren't you a little bundle of joy?
Whoa. It was amazing. Just Riley and me forever. Well, for 33 seconds.
I'm Sadness.
Oh, hello. I'm Joy. So, can I just, if you could, I just want to fix that. Thanks. And that was just the beginning. Headquarters only got more crowded from there.
Very nice. Okay, looks like you got this. Very good. Oh, that's sharp turn. Oh, look out!
That's Fear. He's really good at keeping Riley safe.
Easy, easy, huh? How back? Oh, we're good. We're good.
Whew.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And we're back.
Here we go. All right, open.
This looks new.
Think it's safe?
What is it?
Okay, caution. There is a dangerous smell, people. Hold on, what is that?
This is disgust. She basically keeps Riley from being poisoned, physically and socially.
That is not brightly colored or shaped like a dinosaur. Hold on, guys. It's broccoli! Well, I just saved our lives. Yeah, you're welcome.
Riley, if you don't eat your dinner, you're not going to get any dessert.
Wait, did he just say we couldn't have dessert?
That's anger. He cares very deeply about things being fair.
So that's how you want to play it, old man? No dessert? Oh, sure. We'll eat our dinner right after you eat this.
Riley, here comes an airplane.
Oh, airplane. We got an airplane, everybody.
And you've met Sadness. Well, I'm not actually sure what she does. And I've checked, there's no place for her to go, so she's good. We're good, it's all great. Anyway, these are Riley's memories, and they're mostly happy, you'll notice, not to brag.
So you can see how sadness is to be avoided at all costs. And at this point in the film, Joy can't figure out why sadness is even there. It doesn't seem to play a valuable role. And Joy gets the greatest amount of screen time or control time, relentlessly trying to keep Riley happy and upbeat. And she keeps sadness away from influencing Riley's experiences, her memories, and especially her vital core islands of personality. So in those clips, you saw her family is very important. That's the island of personality off to the left. And yes, isn't all of our families so important to us, especially during the holidays? Another island is Hockey Island. She loves to play hockey. She's got some close friends, so there's Friendship Island. And then there's Goofball Island. She just likes to do goofy things. And Honesty Island is the other one. So these are the various parts of Riley, the personality islands that make Riley Riley, who she is. Now, then we have the trauma of change. The family sells their house in Minnesota and moves to San Francisco. And this change prompts a crisis. Now, life means that changes are constantly happening. And Riley's personality is principally defined by joy. However, this film is actually about loss and what people gain when they are guided by their feelings of sadness. And we feel sad over separation from our families, whether that's from the COVID pandemic, from incarceration, from whatever causes us to be distant from the people that we love. So the family has made this move to San Francisco, and Riley is undergoing a lot of emotional reactions to this. So let's watch this short scene and see how sadness is impacting Riley and her ongoing life in San Francisco.
What kind of a pizza place only serves one kind of pizza? Must be a San Francisco thing. Still, it's not as bad as that soup at that diner in Nebraska.
Oh, yeah. The spoon stood up in the soup by itself. Oh, good. Family's running.
The drive out was pretty fun, huh? What was your favorite part?
Spitting out the car window.
Definitely not when Dad was singing.
Wearing a seatbelt.
Oh, what about the time with the dinosaur?
Oh,
that's
that's
the
the one.
Dad, honey, Dad, look at the car. Just look behind you.
Nice one, Joy.
I like that time with the dinosaur. That was pretty funny. Wait, what happened?
She did something to the memory.
What did you do?
I just touched it.
That shouldn't make it
Oh,
change.
change it back, Joy.
You can't change it back?
No, I guess I can't.
Good going, Sadness. Now when Riley thinks of that moment with Dad, she's gonna feel sad. Bravo.
I'm sorry, Joy. I don't really know. I thought maybe if I
Joy,
mean,
we've got a stairway coming up.
Just don't touch any other memories until we figure out what's going on.
okay.
All right, get ready. This is a monster railing, and we are riding it all the way down. Wait, what happened?
A core memory.
Oh, no.
Sadness, what are you doing?
It looked like one was crooked, so I opened it and then it fell out. It's just that I wanted to maybe hold one.
Joy.
Whoa. Sadness, you nearly touched a core memory. And when you touch them, we can't change them back.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry. Something's wrong with me. It's like I'm having a breakdown.
You're not having a breakdown. It's stress.
Keep making mistakes like that. I'm awful.
No, you're not.
And annoying.
You know what? You can't focus on what's going wrong. There's always a way to turn things around, to find the fun.
Yeah, find the fun. I don't know how to do that.
Why are you crying? It's just like really the opposite of what we're going for here.
Crying helps me slow down and obsess over the weight of life's problems.
You know what? Let's think about something else. How about we read some mind manuals, huh? Sounds fun.
I've read most of them.
Well, have you read this one? This seems interesting. Long-Term Memory Retrieval, Volume 47.
No.
Ooh, a real page-turner.
Long-term memory data selection via channel subgrouping.
See? Fun already. Oh, you lucky dog. You're reading these cool things. I gotta go work. Life is so unfair.
So as you can see in this clip, Joy is trying to keep sadness away from her core memories and really even coloring her memories of the trip from Minnesota to San Francisco. We don't want to feel sad, and we don't want sadness to color our memories. But being upbeat all the time is exhausting. It can be exhausting. You saw how Joy was trying to keep her away, especially from those core memories, because when that core memory fell out of the holder, her goofball island shut down. And that's what these core memories play such an important part. However, studies do indicate that sadness can be a guide. It can help us to recognize the changes that we're going through and what we've lost, and to help us set the stage to develop new facets of our identities. So what happens next in the film is Riley goes to her first day in school, and she has an emotional meltdown. And as a result of this meltdown, joy and sadness are blown out of headquarters, where all the emotions are supposed to be all the time, and they get lost in her brain. And so joy and sadness are on an epic journey in another part of Riley's brain, leaving disgust, fear, and anger in headquarters to provide the emotional reactions that she has to her situation. Now, her islands of personality, because of this rupture, are also crumbling. Now, there is an interaction in our next scene with her parents after this first day of school, which was a disaster for Riley. So watch how this interaction plays out with her parents without joy and sadness in her emotional makeup. And we do need to note that grown-ups also have these little characters running around in our brains.
So, as it turns out, the green trash can is not recycling. It's for greens, like compost and eggshells. And the blue one is recycling. And the black one
Riley is acting so weird. Why is she acting so weird?
What do you expect? All the islands are down.
Joy would know what to do.
That's it. Until she gets back, we just do what Joy would do.
Great idea. Anger, fear, disgust. How are we supposed to be happy?
Hey, Riley, I've got good news. I found a junior hockey league right here in San Francisco. And get this, tryouts are tomorrow after school. What luck, right?
Hockey?
Uh-oh, what do we do?
Guys, here, you pretend to be Joy.
Won't it be great to be back out on the ice?
Oh yeah, that sounds fantastic.
What was that? That wasn't anything like Joy.
Because I'm not Joy?
Yeah, no kidding.
Did you guys pick up on that?
Did.
Something's wrong. Should we ask her?
Let's probe, but keep it subtle so she doesn't notice. So, how was the first day of school?
She's probing us.
I'm done. You pretend to be Joy.
What? Okay,
It was fine, I guess. I don't know. Oh, very smooth. That was just like Joy.
Something is definitely going on.
She's never acted like this before. What should we do? We're gonna find out what's happening, but we'll need support. Signal the husband.
Ahem.
Uh-oh, she's looking at us. What did she say?
What? Oh, sorry, sir. No one was listening.
Is it garbage night? We left the toilet seat up. What? What is it, woman? What?
He's making that stupid face again.
I could strangle him right now.
Signal him again.
Ah, so, Riley, how was school?
Gotta be kidding me.
For this, we gave up that Brazilian helicopter pilot?
Move. I'll be Joy.
School was great, all right?
Riley, is everything okay?
Sir, she just rolled her eyes at us.
What is her deal? All right, make a show of force. I don't want to have to put the foot down.
No, not the foot.
Riley, I do not like this new attitude.
Oh, I'll show you attitude, old man.
No. Stay happy!
What is your problem? Just leave me alone.
Sir, reporting high levels of sass.
Take it to DEFCON 2.
You heard that, gentlemen? DEFCON 2.
Listen, young lady, I don't know where this disrespectful attitude came from.
You want a piece of this, Pops? Come and get it!
Yeah, well...
Here it comes. Prepare the foot.
Keys to safety position. Ready to launch on your command, sir.
Just shut up!
Fire! That's it. Go to your room. Now.
Foot is down. The foot is down.
Good job, gentlemen. That could have been a disaster.
Well, that was a disaster.
Come, fly with me, Gatinha.
Gave up the Brazilian helicopter pilot? This is, you got to watch the whole film. It's very funny and very educational. Well, what happens next? Anger has an idea. We were happy in Minnesota. Let's run away. Let's go back to Minnesota. And Riley actually Her islands of personality are crumbling. Her honesty island crumbles as she swipes her mom's credit card and goes and buys a bus ticket back to Minnesota. But once the plan is set in motion, her control board, her control panel gets frozen, and the other emotions can't remove this running away idea. And joy and sadness finally make it through their grand journey through the brain and get back to headquarters in spectacular fashion, just in the nick of time. So watch how Riley's emotional reactions begin to evolve when sadness actually gets to take control.
Joy, you gotta fix this. Get up there. Sadness, it's up to you.
Me?
Sadness?
Sadness?
I can't, Joy.
Yes, you can. Riley needs you.
Okay.
Wait, stop! I want to get off!
All right, thank you. We will. Her teacher hasn't even seen Riley all day.
What?
What was she wearing last? Do you even remember what... Riley!
There you are, thank
Oh,
goodness.
we were worried sick. Where have you been? It's so late.
Oh.
I know you don't want me to, but I miss home. I miss Minnesota. You need me to be happy, but I want my old friends and my hockey team. I want to go home. Please don't be mad.
Oh, sweetie.
We're not mad. You know what? I miss Minnesota too. I miss the woods where we took hikes.
In the backyard where you used to play.
Spring Lake, where you learned to skate. Come here.
liking this new view.
Friendship Island is expanded. Glad they finally opened that friendly argument section.
I like tragic vampire romance island.
Fashion Island? Everyone shut up.
Boy band island. Hope that's just a phase.
Say what you want. I think it's all beautiful.
All right, here you go. Your new expanded console is up and running.
Cool, upgrade.
Hey, oh, whoops, wait, did I just do that?
Hey, guys, what's puberty?
I don't know. It's probably not important.
Whoa.
So sadness and anger are not bad emotions. They're an integral part of who we are. And as you saw inside the parents' minds, the emotions work as a team rather than having just one emotion in control at any one time. And as Riley moves toward puberty, as they say in the film, she gets an upgraded control panel with room for more of the emotions to operate at once. And did you notice that Riley's new core memories are a combination of the emotional colors? And her new islands of personality include a friendly argument section in the Friendship Island and Fashion Island and Boy Band Island, and great additions. So sadness offers value in that it enables us to be vulnerable to others. So rather than anger, it reduces conflict. It helps others to become vulnerable to you, to share their sorrow. And it fosters new identities to grow beyond the loss. So embrace sadness and let it unfold and engage with others patiently, because sadness will clarify what has been lost, in this case, childhood, and move the family toward what is to be gained, the foundations of new identities for children and parents alike. I wish you a wonderful holiday season. In spite of the COVID, embrace our sadness and open our vulnerability, and blessed be all of us in this holiday season.
Well, thank you. Wasn't that wonderful? And I knew she would do a fabulous job, and thank you so much. We greatly, greatly appreciate that. I always like to close with a story, so I'm going to start with a story, and then I will have a few more announcements here. This story is called When There Isn't Any More. One day, a woman's husband died. On that clear, cold morning, in the warmth of their bedroom, the wife was struck with the pain of learning that sometimes there isn't any more. No more hugs. No more special moments to celebrate together. No more phone calls to just chat. No more just 1 minute. Sometimes we care about the most, what we care about the most gets all used up and goes away, never to return before we could say goodbye or say, I love you. So while we have it, it's best we love it, care for it, fix it when it's broken, and heal it when it's sick. This is true for marriage, for old cars, and children, even with bad report cards, dogs with bad hips, aging grandparents, and parents. We keep them because they are worth it and because we are worth it. Some things we just keep, like a best friend who moved away, or a sister-in-law after divorce. There are just some things that make us happy, no matter what. Life is important, like people we know who are special, and so we keep them close. Suppose one morning you never woke up. Do all your friends and family know that you love them? I was thinking I could die today, tomorrow, or next week, and I wonder if I had any wounds needing to be healed, friendships that perhaps needed rekindling, or 3 simple words that need to be said. please let every one of your family and friends know that you love them. Even if you think they don't love you back, you will be amazed at what those 3 little words and a smile can do. And just in case I'm gone tomorrow, live today, because tomorrow is not promised to any of us. Well, that's our story for tonight. Now, on our website, because Gail was so gracious to step in for us, first of all, we will post all of her contact information, and you will be able to find out her website, all her books, all the various things that she's done. And so you'll be able to go to our website at actually, it's very simple. It's wingsfly.org. And then go into our educational programming, WFL, and go down to December, and you will find all the programming. You will also find there's something that looks like this in bright color. It is activities, managing grief in the holidays, and it gives you all kinds of fun things to do, especially that you could do with children, or I'm going to do them. Actually, I read through this, and I was aware of this, and I thought, I'm going to start lighting a candle for all the people that I've loved, and every time we light that candle at Christmas, we're going to just say a quick prayer and share a thought about each of those people when we light that candle. Then there is a holiday planning schedule that you will find on there, all kinds of ways to help you be more prepared for that. And then, of course, what Gail had mentioned, the 64 tips for surviving the holidays. And this is just a wonderful list of just great ideas. So I hope you'll take time to look at that. And then, of course, every week we put our placemat on the website. And so there are questions there to talk about. There are all kinds of things here to talk about in the middle of our section about grief and the holidays and ways that you can be better prepared for that. So now, if you are with us on Facebook, this is going to be the end of our programming tonight. Now, for those of you on Zoom, stay tuned, because we are shortly going to breakout rooms, and we're going to talk about everything that Gail shared with us tonight. So for those of you on Facebook, thanks, everybody. Good night, and we'll see you next Monday at 6 o'clock, and we are going to have a great speaker coming in from our Workforce Solutions, and it's a topic called Why We Work, and I love this presentation because they give you the example. If you make $10 an hour and your apartment costs this much and your house and your car costs this much, how much you're going to have left at the end of the day. So it's a great, great program, and I'm really excited about the speaker that'll be coming in. So we'll see you next week at 6 o'clock. Thanks so much, everybody. Good night.